like, yeah. It's like the one that I'd asked him about, because I was like, man, that's a pretty lady. I was like, that's kind of shitty. Because I noticed, it said, hey, missing person, all this other stuff, and, and he was like, well, I know what happened to her. And I was like, yeah, what are you talking about? And he's like, no, man, no bullshit. He's kind of slurring his words and shit. I can tell he's really intoxicated, drugged up, something. And he's like, my buddy, it was real late at night, came over to my house and then was like, hey man, can I borrow your truck? I fucked up. I need to borrow your truck or whatever. And I was like, what? Because, whenever somebody just comes out and says, hey, this, and it's like, what the shit? You kind of freak out a little bit.
Right. Did he say that the buddy that he was referring to, was it the same guy that y'all had hung out with earlier in that night or in the week?
No.
Okay, different one.
Yes. Was supposedly, Rick's really good buddy and all this other shit. And, anyways, and said he had asked for the truck, and then, that dude was upset, and said, hey man, I accidentally killed her. And then, he was like, sir?
That's what the buddy told the Bo. I accidentally killed her.
Yes. Said, I accidentally killed her. We got in an argument, whatever. And then I was like, what are you talking about? And he was like, he killed that girl on the bulletin board, and came to borrow my truck, and he was upset and all this other stuff. So I told him I'd help him. So, and then that's whenever he was like, I went with him, got this person, which he said at first he didn't know what it was or who it was or nothing, until it came down to the fact to where they actually had to move her and put her in the bed of the truck and then drive her to some portion in the middle of his uncle or grandpa's pecan orchard, because Hudson pecan orchard and stuff. And then that's whenever he was like, it takes over 1,200 degrees to burn human bones. And he said that a couple of times, prior to whenever he's sitting there, telling me this story. And I never paid no mind. I didn't know what the hell he was talking about,
Right.
And then I was like, what the hell, man? And he was like, yeah, so took her out to the middle of the pecan orchard. I'm assuming it was in Rochelle, because I know he said that there was a big portion of it that was in Rochelle, but they had like another smaller portion, like in Fitzgerald or another little town that was around there, because I know it was 3 little towns that I know we visited while I was there.
Yeah, probably like Abbeville, Rochelle, Fitzgerald, Queensland.
What was the first one you said?
Abbeville?
Oh, you know what? That's probably it. That sounds familiar.
Those are all in the same general area. You have Abbeville, Rochelle, Pitts, Fitzgerald, Osceola. That's pretty much.
Osceola. And you know what? Osceola is the town that I took my bus into. And I want to say I left out of Fitzgerald, I think. But I know for sure whenever I went there, it was in Osceola.
Well, let me ask you this: when his mother picked you up, you didn't have to drive very far to get to her house, did you?
No, and we didn't go to her. Well, we went to I want to say their last name is the Roberts, and that was his aunt and uncle's house, because they, had a lot of money and stuff like that. They were like teachers or principal of a school or something like that. Something with education, I can't remember.
Well, he's got an uncle, last name of O'Connor, that was a principal. But
okay, maybe that was it. Like I said, it's been a while. But yeah, I lived in a really big house, man, and like all kind of stuff. And I remember I went
Did he seem to indicate, or did he ever talk about where they picked the body up at? Where he saw the body for the first time? Did he say he saw it in the orchard the first time, or did he say they moved it?
No. It was, they moved it.
From the orchard to another place, or from this place out in the woods to another place?
Yeah, no. Like, whenever his buddy approached him and said, can he borrow the truck, it was at his house.
Right.
Like, she was at his house. So he had to take the truck from Bo over to his house, and they helped him, or he helped him, load it up in the truck, and then that's whenever they took it.
To the orchard?
Yes.
And when he told you this, he said that his buddy was the one that killed her, and he just assisted with moving the body.
Yes.
I'm trying to